ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ ọka aka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etu gị ezi ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ. Ndị gboo wee tụọ gị ebighị ebi, onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe nara ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịgị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọ bịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị wee na-arịọ gị na-asị, lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt gotu wee wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ n'ụtụ na-eji ama mgbe niile, n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị nwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nzọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị na-efe nwanyị akpụ isi ala nye, ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija mma, na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasị wee baa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụghị ikunu ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala nwekwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị, na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ egwezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi mara onye bụ ka na-arịọ gị. Ise ise ise.
Wow. Ụtụtụ ọma ụmụ Chineke, ụtụtụ ọma lovers of freedom. I greet you all this morning, and I bring you a very interesting message this morning. A message that will keep resounding to show you the very, very reason and the urgent need for us to sever our ties with Nigeria and cease to be identified as Nigerians. Corruption is an institution in Nigeria. Where there is strong endemic corruption like that of Nigeria, everything goes. That's why terrorism goes. The government are so corrupt. Now it has gotten to the point whereby the citizens are seeing some things that are abnormal to be normal. They just, going through it. Every day you survive, you just say, I will survive today again. Let's see how tomorrow will be. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Even the church and mosque, where morality, should be taught, or where the change that should affect the system and change the system are supposed to be coming from, those places are the most corrupt places also. So, coming to tell you that there is no hope. There is no hope. The fabric of Nigeria is already gone. Completely gone. You won't believe it. The video I'm about to play, hey God, hey Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Personally, I don't take people like this man seriously. I don't even play his message because I see most times the prophecies this the pastor gives, they call him Ayodele. And the person that is actually sharing this post is sharing it out of defending the corrupt man anyway, because he's even angry with this young man that is exposing this evil. The person that shared this is one of the data boys of Tinubu. The name of the account is Ayo. Look at what he said. He said, now the likes of that useless Ayo Salako, which is, I don't know, maybe this pastor, gives these useless Igbo people the audacity to be insulting Yoruba elders. Now, he is calling this particular attention that this man is bringing, this media guy, who is a person of truth, is bringing to the public, telling you how unbelievable some pastors are and some Nigerians are, is calling the man a useless person because he's actually exposing this pastor. Anyway, that's not the point I want to make. The point I want to make is to bring you this video. And I'm going to bring it now.
Just imagine.
Hold on. So from there, I will establish a lot of points this morning. Please, I want you guys to make sure you hit the like button and share this video so that people will join us, or better still, watch it later if they are not able. Because I can't even see the numbers that are watching, because I don't know why the thing kicked off like this, but we're going to go to it, honestly. Now, let's see this. Listen.
Just imagine what an imbecile. I refer to this man as idiot without apology, because I can't see a reason why somebody will continuously being stupid publicly like this. And because we live in a society where 98% of the population are insane, that's why we continue to have people like this in the name of clerics. Imagine what Ayodele is preaching again from his church to his congregants, supporting the continuous covering of corruption. This is insane. Ayodele, where are you from? When will you get tired of madness like this? You want Tinubu to return so that corruption will never be exposed. You get the point now, Nigerians. If we allow this nonsense to continue, then we are finished. For those of you that may not have seen the video, I will allow you see it. And after the video, please listen to me. Check it out.
If they cover governors now, they will still be exposed to corruption that surrounds this government. If you allow them to take government from Tinubu, all the governors will go to jail. They will be exposed. So
are you hearing what the pastor is saying? Let me play the pastor's voice again. Let's listen.
For those of you that may not have seen the video, I will allow you see it. And after the video, please listen to me. Check it out.
If they cover governors now, they will still be exposed to corruption that surrounds this government. If you allow them to take government from Tinubu, all the governors will go to jail. They will be exposed.
So he admits that there is corruption. He admits that there is corruption. And he admits that the governors are also corrupt. And he's saying that if you cover the governors and you try to protect the governors, they will still be exposed, because corruption has covered the government. And that if these governors do not cooperate and they allow the government to be taken away from Tinubu, that the governors will suffer too. That's what he's saying. So there is corruption in the government. There's corruption among the governors. Now, he's now telling the governors, all of you, you know you are corrupt. Now, if you allow them to take this leadership from Tinubu, you all will also be exposed. So he is advocating that corrupt governors should do everything possible in their corruption not to allow the corrupt Tinubu to lose governorship or to lose the government or lose the presidency. So maintain the status quo, keep this government together so that all of you or none of you will be exposed. That's exactly what this man is saying. Let me allow him to finish so you understand.
If they cover governors now, they will still be exposed to corruption that surrounds this government. If you allow them to take government from Tinubu, all the governors will go to jail. They will be exposed. So the best thing is all the governors should work together and be serious about the coming election. If any government does not save Tinubu, you too will not be saved. That is the secret of what God has revealed. If any government does not save Tinubu, you too will not be saved.
Now, oh my God. Hey, Chineke nna mo. Chineke nna. Hey. Now, he said God have told him, God have revealed to him that the corrupt governors must work together to save Tinubu from losing election. God is now telling him to tell them to save Tinubu's governance so that their corruption will not be exposed, so that they will not go to jail. Do you know the reason why this man is saying this? God did not tell him anything, because he doesn't know God. He is a criminal. He is a very corrupt person. God did not speak to him. The only place where this man will be eaten is as long as these corrupt governors and these corrupt Tinubu are in power. If these corrupt people continue to be in power, then this pastor will continue to be relevant in a very transparent and a very transparent and a very pure government. This kind of person, he cannot come out and even talk, because he has no message from God. He only thrives in the midst of this corruption, because he is not a servant of God. He is a servant of corruption, and he can only succeed in an atmosphere of corruption where people like the governors he's telling to come together and rig election for Tinubu and make sure that Tinubu continues so that they will be saved. I have seen it everywhere in the Nigeria system. Recently, Chris Okafor, a demonic pastor, a criminal pastor, a false man, was exposed, and is being exposed still. Another pastor came to his church and was telling them that, look, you need to protect your pastor, because there's nobody that's above mistake. So if you don't protect him, you allow him, and if what happened to him, you are the one to lose, because this pastor is a man of God. He may have made mistake, but in the worst of his mistake, protect him. Then another man called Johnson Suleiman, his voice record is out now, where he was telling Prof S, another guy that is exposing pastors, telling him that, look, let me tell you, I am trying to work for the body of Christ. They call it body of Christ. I am trying to protect the body of Christ. What all this is you are saying, that there is a missing body, a baby covenant is missing. Forget about it. Let God fight for it. Let God fight. Forget it. Let us protect the body of Christ. Don't make anybody to think that the church is evil or the church is bad. The pastor may be bad, but let God fight. Don't expose it. Leave it like that. I am doing it to protect the body of Christ. Now, protecting the body of Christ, you must make sure you cover the criminality and evil of one pastor, because when you expose that pastor, you are spoiling the name of God. People will no longer believe in the church, because you exposing that pastor means that you are tarnishing the image of God. It is not the pastor that is tarnishing the image of God, though. It is you that is exposing the pastor that is doing evil. You are the one that is tarnishing the image of God. So just keep quiet. When you see this evil going on, allow the pastor, let God deal with him, not you. Are you following? Corruption has become an institution everywhere, even the holy place where you think people will be delivered from that corruption. They are promoting the corruption. They are covering up for that corruption. That is the reason why today the most senior pastors in Nigeria, the most senior imams, clerics, both Muslim and Christian in Nigeria, they are not speaking up about the massacre going on. Some are saying it is not only Christians. Some are saying it is not Christian massacre. Some are saying Muslims are also being killed. Hey, why are you talking about it? Let's leave it like that. Let us allow the government. Another one is saying, let us ask Trump to cool down so that government will do. Chineke. The evil in Nigeria is too much. Why should this evil continue? Let me tell you, the evil will continue as long as Nigeria continues to exist as a nation. As long as Nigeria continues to survive as a nation, there's no way this evil will stop. Just imagine a man, and the funny thing is that they are associating it with God. that God spoke to him that if the governors do not protect Tinubu, who is a corrupt person, that their own corruption will also be exposed. That means all of them will go down. So now God is telling them, protect yourselves, cover up your corruption so that you will not be exposed. And if you go to those places, people are still patronizing them and showing them respect and reverence in the name of spirituality and godliness. Hey, you see, everything about Nigeria is it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, believe me. Now, let me allow this. Oh my God. Let me allow this man, the young man, to attend to it. You see, the reason why the young man was actually, laying curses and calling the man unbelievable names. Because it's not possible. You can't see these things anywhere else but in Nigeria. A pastor will stand on the pulpit and tell you that God revealed that there are people that are corrupt and that the corrupt people should protect the corruption so that all of them will not fall. That it is God that revealed it. Hey, now, I don't understand. Now, let's follow it from the top again.
They cover governors now. They will still be exposed to corruption that surrounds this government. If you allow them to take government from Tinubu, all the governors will go to jail. They will be exposed. So the best thing is all the governors should work together and be serious about the coming election. If any government does not save Tinubu, you too will not be saved. That is the secret of what God has revealed. If any government does not save Tinubu, you too will not be saved.
Did you hear that? From somebody people refer to as man of God. He's openly supporting corruption to be covered. He agreed, whether you like it or not. Ayodele agreed publicly that there is massive corruption in Tinubu's government. But he's encouraging the governors to ensure the safe return of Tinubu in 2027 so that the corruption will not be exposed. Tell me, if you are a Nigerian who can react to things, who really have love and mean well for your country, would you not go after a man like this? No, let's be very honest. This man is a terrorist and an enemy of the state from the pulpit. You want the governors to do everything possible for Tinubu to return so that corruption will remain covered. Okay. And this man is people's spiritual father. He's a religious man, a cleric. They will call him man of God. Ayodele, it not go better for you. It shall never be well with you. Supporting corruption from the congregation you lead, telling them, I don't know. But Nigerians, you are also at fault. Because if we have a system where the people vote and it is counted, this will not happen. Ayodele will not open his rotten mouth to vomit shit like this. Do you think I'm insulting the cleric? Or do you think I'm insulting an elderly man? Of course I'm not. I'm only positioning criminals and idiots where they belong. Because somebody who could open his mouth publicly to vomit shit like this deserves everything he can get. So you don't think somebody like this should be taken seriously or being considered a normal human being? Ayodele is insane. You get the point? And I'm very sure that there is no member of his congregation that is sane. They are all mad people. That's why you will stand and be listening to somebody like this. Where is patriotism? Where is the love of the country? It lies in the hearts of where nobody. And we are all watching things unfold like this. 2027 is already here. And we are folding our hands, waiting for Tinubu to conduct election in his own way. And we expect anything to change. Of course, he will rig himself back into power. And this corruption will be massively covered. Nigeria will do anything. We will suffer for it. We will pay France through our noses. And not, Nigerian people. I know majority of you guys are docile. You are dumb. But for those that are insane, can we start championing a positive cause? Those of us that think we are normal, can we start championing a normal cause like INEC reform? See,
Those of you that are saying he meant to say, those of you that are saying, unbelievable. Honestly, this is absurd. Now, let me bring you, another. Now, I want this brother to say something. People are speaking up. And Nigeria is a lot is going to happen in 2026. A lot, a whole lot, a whole lot. Apart from the freedom of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and the eventual restoration of Biafra, the way Nigeria will collapse, you will see is Anoge Munu Vamnanya. Now listen to one of our brothers. This is a Biafran. They call him Jollof.
You see, I want us to reason something together.
Okay.
Now, this country is having a lot of security challenges. In fact, the situation is so bad that it looks like the government has run out of ideas.
You don't know.
Now, the US government proposed a military intervention in the country, and our leaders vehemently rejected it.
Hell.
There was no point where the leaders said, oh, we don't like the approach, but let's look at the intent and see if there is anywhere you can help us. The leaders and their agents clearly stated that any foreign military intervention is, a threat to our sovereignty, that we should be allowed to handle our own problem.
No problem.
Then, shortly after that, these same leaders now went to go and sign a memorandum of understanding with France for France to come and intervene in our tax system.
Not be juju be that.
Now, France is going to manage our tax policy, our tax administration, and our tax data. They are now the ones supervising and training our local tax administrators.
Really?
They now have a front row seat and first-hand information about our economy, how much that comes in and how much that goes out.
That is not corruption.
The same set of people that called US military intervention a threat to our sovereignty are now calling the France tax intervention a strategic partnership. You see, Nigeria is a perfect description of twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Because the more you wonder, the more confusing it becomes. The more you look, the less you see.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Repeat that again.
You see, Nigeria is a perfect description of twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Because the more you wonder, the more confusing it becomes. The more you look, the less you see. We have borrowed money from China to the point that we have now adopted Chinese language to be taught in our secondary school as one of our official languages after English.
What?
And now France is bringing their systems to come and collect taxes on behalf of our government.
Photo.
If these people want to sell this country, they should tell us. And they should make the process very transparent so that the money can be shared equally amongst all the citizens that has an AIN.
You say?
You cannot take your own to Burkina Faso and become a fairly used citizen.
It's funny, but that's the reality, honestly. It's funny, but I tell you, it's the reality. Believe me. You guys are in for a big
You see,
war, honestly. Yeah, I want you to listen to this also. Listen to this, about this 2026. Because you know why I know it's going to be a very interesting season, because I am not seeing the Nigerians that I am seeing now, that I know. I'm not seeing them doing anything about it. So that's why I know it's going to be very interesting. Now listen to this. Listen to understand what is coming for you. What is actually coming for you this January. A white man who understood the strategy, who know the game that is going on, is now going to tell you here. Now listen. Because some of your influencers have been paid to convince you and to tell you that it doesn't mean anything. People like Nsema, there's one idiot called Nsema, one Calabar dog. continent. He's wearing trying to convince people about. Let me tell you what Nsima is doing. Nsima is doing it because he's angry with Biafrans. He's angry with Biafra. He's angry with Mazen Namdekan. He's angry with Simon Ekpa. He's angry because his mother that used to show him pictures that Nelly Ofebu was actually neat on the board. So Nsima is angry and he's now supporting Tinubu, and he doesn't care even if Tinubu kidnaps Nsima's family. Shame will not allow Nsima to come openly and tell you that Tinubu is a Jaga bandit. Nsima will see support. Why? Because he feels that he's hurting Biafra movement. He's calling us Biafron. After having been together with us, he's calling us Biafron. But we are not seeing Nelly Ofebu anymore. We are not seeing Yellow Ha. The other one, what's that her name? That one in Norway. We're not seeing her anymore. Faith or Gala, we're not seeing anymore. Only in Nsima because of media presence. He's busy pushing for Tinubu just to think he can hurt Biafra. Now, let me tell you, nobody can hurt Biafra. Biafra is already on their way out of Nigeria. Mazen Namdekan will be free, definitely. Our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is doing well against the enemies of Biafra. And we are going to bounce out and completely shit on Nigeria and move out. And I want to assure you, you will see all these people, all these Jagaban data boys, including Nsima, you see how they will come out and be crying. In fact, the social media will no longer even pay attention to them because by that time, everything will be gone. Everything will be gone. So now listen and see what will befall you as a Nigerian that refuses to arise and do the needful. Those that understand are actually preparing. People like Dele Farotimi are preparing to go on a very massive onslaught of protests or whatever. I don't know how they will succeed with that protest because they are still thinking of saving the situation in Nigeria. The situation in Nigeria cannot be saved. It is either Nigeria is dismantled and you are free, or you continue patching and see how or where it leads you. Let me play this video for you so that you understand what is coming for you.
This is the organization that was responsible for convincing Bola Ahmed Tinubu to implement the task on Nigerians, which will be implemented in 2026. And it has not only been done in Nigeria, this has also been done in other African countries. Kindly watch this video to the end and you will understand what we are about to get ourselves into. Funny go.
The UN has been sending Western tax collectors to Africa to force the continent to pay their foreign debts. And this organization is called Tax Inspectors Without Borders. And if you think this isn't real, here is their website. They are implementing sales tax, minimum tax rates, taking African businesses to court for tax evasion, and they are bragging about the billions they collect from the continent. What the UN does is they send forensic tax auditors from the West to African nations to close loopholes, audit businesses, and implement tax laws that extract as much money as possible from the local population in order to pay back IMF and World Bank loans. And they are very good at what they do. Tunisia was one of the first countries to work with the UN tax collectors in 2015. And since then, the Tunisian government has increased tax revenue over 50% relative to GDP. Recently, you've probably seen different tax reform laws in West Africa, Kenya, among others, and all were pretty unpopular, but they were implemented with a carrot and stick methodology. If the African leaders don't work with the Western tax collectors, they face sanctions. But if they play nice with the tax collectors, they get more loans from the IMF. And you've probably figured out this game already. The West is getting the African nations to run up large debts, then training the African governments to collect the interest payments from the local population, and that money then goes to Western banks. And in many African countries, over 70% of the government revenue goes towards debt servicing. So it's essentially a much more efficient form of colonialism. But I want to know what you guys think.
So if the government doesn't agree to, implement the task, the government will get sanctioned.
Yes.
And also they won't be able to be getting loan. You get. But if they implement it, then they can have more access to more loans.
More loans.
It's not really funny. Tell me what you think in the comment section, I beg, because
now,
I'm just short of words.
This
is the organization.
Hold on, I don't need to go to your comment section. What I see and I know is that all the money that Tinubu have borrowed, because already in less than 2 years of Tinubu have already borrowed. Nigeria is owing more than what it has ever owed in history. And now Tinubu being a Jaga bandit, you see the way he's sharing money, $50,000. All those money, he will still collect it again, more from IMF. And IMF, they will give him because they want to make him make sure that the Nigerians that are suffering will still cover the money to pay, because there's no way Tinubu will be able to pay the money that they have borrowed. So now they are going to skyrocket your tax. Now, even though they have gazetted something different, they went and they printed out and they have, released a different one. They forge their own to make sure that, look, you will have no excuse to bring out the money that Tinubu will be using to pay all the debt he collected. And as he's paying it, he will be collecting more debt, and he will continue to pay. And there's no way about it. You will continue to pay, because none of you, every one of you are quiet. Your pastors are helping you. Adeboye is helping you. Kumuyi is helping you. Oyedeko is helping you. All of you are silent. That tax will be implemented, and you people will pay it. You will cry to high heavens, but you will pay. Tinubu have taken over all the military. Some people tried to do coup recently. The coup did not succeed. Who are the people? They are Fulani people. And nobody talked about it. You people kept quiet about it. And we were talking. I said, why are you silent? He said, no, it doesn't matter. As long as they didn't say anything. And Tinubu have been able to secure all the military garrisons everywhere have been covered. There's no way you will be able to cough or say anything. Nowhere. So all the sycophants that are singing on your mandate, as you just, say you don't want to sing on your mandate, Tinubu will give you $100,000. Bah, you will close your mouth and you'll be singing on your mandate, Bala, on your mandate, Bala. They will give you, your citizens, they don't care. Even if there is insecurity, it doesn't concern them. After all, Tinubu, they won't get close to him. They won't get close to his house. You can call just exactly the same thing that is going on in England today. The Prince of Wales, which is the King of England today, there's no level of that Islamism that will come close to him. Everywhere in England can bomb. Prince Charles doesn't care. The Prime Minister doesn't care. European cities that are opening their doors to all this infiltration, they don't care. There is a global, phenomenon, a global purpose, a globalization. They don't care. But you are the one that it will affect. And you are the ones that can put a stop to it. You are the one that can change it. You are the one that can actually say enough is enough. You understand what I mean? So if you continue to be quiet and you refuse to do something, I'm telling you, you are all cooked. All of you are cooked. Tinubu will use you to pay all his debt, and will still collect another debt that you will continue to pay. You will continue to pay. You are in for a big trouble. Big trouble. Well, hold on for it too. Not ever see anything. It's coming. It's coming big time. Yeah. I want to show you this morning. This one is 8 minutes. I wanted you to listen to this one. Yeah, but this one might be better so that you understand that, look, there's nothing that will stop Biafra. Nothing whatsoever. Nothing will stop Biafra. When we tell you that this is a spiritual thing, believe me, the Ancient of Days is revealing himself back to us. Those that even fought in the war are coming back. When I look at my son today, Nnamdi, because I know that Nnamdi is a reincarnated being. He came from the past. Because some of the things I see in Biafra today, I see the finger of Chukwu Kabiama. Some of the people that they took their lives before, they are coming back to remind us that, look, we were there before, we saw it, and now we are coming to remind you that, look, it is time for us to go home. Listen to this story. It is not something that happened in the dream. It's a true life story as being told by this lady, in this our contemporary time. Now listen.
Life is a mystery. I repeat, some of us are carrying the spirits of our aggrieved fallen heroes. I'm not doing schizo. Just listen to me. You see, I used to have a nephew. His name was Enewar Pemi. From the age of 3, when he could start talking, he started calling names like Ojukwu, Gowon, Biafra, Battalion, Captain, Major. His only play was to carry stick. Sergeant, take cover. Follow me. Fall back. By the time my nephew was 5 years old, he started telling us detailed gist about the Biafra war. He told us how it started, things that happened on the battlefield. He told us about betrayal, how they were ambushed, how they fought. He even narrated his own death. The bullets can't hit me for here. Bah! I shout. I fall down. I can't struggle. Sometimes he will cry while telling us the story. This is not a skit. He was my nephew. And yes, I met him. Yes, he told me himself about Biafra. Then they took him. Maybe because he could remember his past life. So, Tinubu, anybody out there fighting the Biafra people, I am not an Igbo woman, but I will tell you that if you think if you kill Nnamdi Kanu, the dream of Biafra will die, then you lie. The spirits of aggrieved fallen heroes, they are not resting. They will not rest. They will keep coming back. And each time they come, the heat will get stronger until you can no longer handle it. You can appease the people. You can find a lasting solution. But if you think you want to suppress it, you are committing greater evil. A word is enough for the wise. If you know what is good for you, release that man and find a lasting solution to the problem of the Igbo tribe. You cannot kill their dream.
That's the much I can take this morning. This one doesn't need analysis. It's a true life story. Biafra is real. Biafra must come. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us that everything I've ever told you, they've all come to pass. We said yes. He said, if every other thing I told you came to pass, why do you think this one will not come to pass? The only thing remaining is that Biafra. Every other thing have come to pass. And you must believe Biafra is unstoppable. It must come. No matter the games and gimmicks the enemies do, those from the past are coming to remind you. Those in the now are standing gidigbam to make sure nothing stops the actualization. No matter the infiltration, no matter the corruption, no matter the propaganda, Biafra is a sure deal. And I'm happy I am part of those that will ensure the restoration of the kingdom of heaven upon this earth. Raphael Chamaka Ajere is my name. Airborne. I'll see you in my next video. Please share this one and let everyone know that we are not joking. Before the darkness comes upon you, choose the side of the divide where you are. If you remain in Nigeria, you are going to remain in perpetual darkness, gloom, darkness. Nothing will save you. But choose to walk away and join us, and let's put our effort together to make sure that this our dream comes true. Day one. Have a wonderful day.